see, audio check. See, audio check. Okay. All righty. See what we got tonight. Oh, excuse me, coughing into the microphone. What's up, Lee? How's it going, man? How you doing this evening? Going through these empty blokey boxes. I need to throw these things away. I like to keep the fun little cards that come with them. I don't know why, but you know. Oh man, where's that? There we go. Where's that one? Golden Megatron there. You've been out finding anything lately? I know that you've had a couple large purchases here recently, so maybe that might be keeping you from going and spending any more money. But just since you got that Omega Supreme, have to take a break for a second. Welcome everybody to the Monday night live stream as I go through some empty blokey boxes here, getting out the little cards, which is kind of crazy. Like they're actually like thick cardboard. They're pretty dang nice, to be honest. Little micro cards here. So yeah, Lee, you broke that year-long wait for that Omega kind of put it on you, huh? I'm glad you finally got it, though. I'm glad you finally got that that Phantom Attack Squad as well. I have that myself. I still have yet to open that up, which tends to be the case with a lot of my stuff. Give it another couple seconds here, see who we have popping into the stream this evening. Feel free to reach out, say hey, say what's up. All you folks say hi, let us know who you are, let us know how you are this evening. I'm gonna chill on this Monday night, talk a little Transformers, talk a little news, see if we got anything exciting, see how everyone's doing, see where the night takes us. Yeah, I've got to open my Skywarp, Lee. It's I really love that mold. I like that secret mold a lot, and I'm anxious to open it up, but just haven't done it yet. Like I've said for the past like 4 weeks or whatever, I've still got Onyx Prime that's been hanging out back here for forever. So it's you know, it is what it is though. So thought tonight maybe we will crack into some of these other guys in this 5-pack here. Blah. It's going to take up all the camera. It'll be right in front of me if I do that. There we go. Thought maybe we'll crack into some more of these guys, see how they're looking, see how that. I'm really anxious to see how that Buller looks, or the Horrible, for those that aren't inclined to the Master Force names there. Super cool to get him finally. to complete the Headmaster Juniors. Now, if we could just get like full size versions of Skullgrin and Bombburst or Blood and Gilmer, that would be super sick to get some of those guys. But I don't know. I mean, we got the potential that Hasbro could do that. I mean, they're diving into the. I mean, they gave us a Minerva, the second transforming Minerva figure ever. So maybe they'll pull in some more Master Force, and they gave us Metal Hawk, which they released twice. So, I mean, there's definitely some love in there from the designers to give us some more of the Japanese stuff. So, I mean, that would be pretty sick. I would love to see that stuff. Lisa, you went to GameStop and saw Onyx. Yeah. It's I'm not seeing as many leaders on the shelf as I used to. Today I saw the blue Grimlock. Oh, this Grimlock, who I also have not opened yet. Saw this guy at our Walmart, but he was the only leader that they had, and that's about the only leader I've seen. I saw the Last Night Optimus a couple times, but that's been a month or so ago. It's weird the leaders are now. I did see what did I see at Walmart in the little collector section today? Or not today, the other day. Oh man, I can't remember, but it was something I was actually surprised by. I was like, oh, that's kind of surprising, but still not a ton of leaders going around. So yeah, it's I don't know how it is in where all the rest of you folks are, but around here distribution is pretty tough. We're not getting a lot of things, or it doesn't seem like we are, and it just like things are like just barely trickling in. There's like quite a few sideways, and quite a few Excellions, but not a lot of other things. The Sea Sprays and stuff. The Walmart exclusive stuff is there. But like Targets around here have been like terrible, like nothing. I mean, these are on the shelves at the Target, and that's about the only thing I see aside from like rows of that Sonic collab, which have, I think, all the ones on the shelf at my Target those have been sitting there since that dropped. So be picking that up when it goes on clearance. So Chill Vibes Roblox, how are you this evening? Keeping the vibes chill. I'm digging that. So tell us have you got anything this past week, Chill Vibes? Anything you're looking forward to that's been announced recently? That's something we got to touch on. Some of the stuff that's been announced this past week. So I've just noticed in this series of Blokies, this was like a all Decepticon wave except for like 3, which is pretty crazy. You get Rodimus, Grimlock, and Jazz, and the rest of it was all Decepticon waves. So it's a pretty cool. But yeah, I love these little cards. Actually, I have a little box that I keep all these in somewhere, but really nice quality. If y'all haven't picked up any of the Blokies Defenders, like 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend. Yeah, we're gonna hang out. We'll go over a couple little news bits, and then we'll crack somebody open maybe. So first off, well, now we'll end with that maybe. First off, Black Friday Walmart. How's it going, Aaron? You said you'd make it. Glad you did. Black Friday at Walmart, 2-packs coming up for, don't really know the price yet, but probably like the $24 to $27 range, and we're getting all kinds of crazy 2-packs. Like I think one of them is a Solus Prime, and somebody, I think there's even maybe it's Solus and then one of the aerial bots. Weirdly, we're getting the same Alita and Tarantulas pack that we had last year. It's kind of weird. And then let's see what else. There was a bunch of like a Bumblebee 2-pack. That's the Reactivate Bumblebee, and then the Studio Series Bumblebee, if I'm not mistaken. And there's one that's the Origins Bumblebee and something else. So it's a lot of crazy stuff, like a lot of crazy 2-packs. So I'm super excited to see those come out and see what we get, and hang out. And again, if history holds, those things usually hit some clearance too. So you can get to hold on. Maybe you can get a few little discounts there. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see that. I've been checking my Walmarts. I've seen some of their Black Friday pallets out, but none of those yet. So I think the official launch date is the 28th, something like that. So other than that, I did pick this up. They have their Blokey's Classic Class for $5. These are normally 15 to 20, and they had a full pallet of these things in their holiday deal section. So we have the Scourge already. My youngest picked it up last year, so I thought I'd pick up Optimus Primal here. I mean, $5, why not? The only other things I have is they have one of the Optimuses. I'm not sure if it's Revenge of the Fallen or the first movie, and then one of the Megatrons. So that's, I'm not super into those two, but for $5, who knows? Maybe I'll pick one up. Maybe when it goes down a little bit. So, Core Celeste, hello. How are you this evening? Doing all right? Oh, Lee, you've already seen the 2-packs for $25. Like, have you seen them in person, or you've just seen that rumored online? So, yeah. So back to these guys. These classic classes are super fun. They have the light up gimmick, so it's not going to show it because of the lights here, but maybe I can get it to focus on. So, like, if you get the shining version of any of the Blokies, they have like little mechanisms in their chest where if you bonk them on the head, come on, bonk, you lighting up? Yeah, you're not going to be able to see them. Maybe if I get the Acid Storm here. The Grimlock's back there too. Or actually, I got a better one. This one might actually show up. Because I bought a whole case of these guys just to get Optimus Prime, and so I've got a bunch that I need to get rid of. So the classic class has a little mechanism inside them that if you can see that, this lighting up. Yeah, light's not going to let it show, but they're super cool. So you just bonk them on the noggin, and they whoops, lost him drunk cube. You bonk them on the noggin and they light up. So that's how these guys are. So you'll tap them, they'll light up. You can see light through his chest, through his eyes. It comes with a couple different face plates and weapons, and these are more detailed than their regular Blokies. So they're going to have little armor pieces that move around. It's like a full, they come on full sprues. So you have to cut things off just like a model kit, and they're really fun. So we built a couple of these. So yeah, all that to say, be on the lookout. I mean, these guys are $5. So let's see. Aaron, have you heard heard of Jeff the Killer before? I have not heard of Jeff the Killer. Enlighten us if you would. So let's see, Anna. How am I in the Typhoon? Not sure what that means there, Core. So just let me know what you're talking about there too. But yeah, hey, I highly recommend picking these guys up if you see them for $5. They're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun for what they are, and especially for that price. I think we actually paid 15, and these went up to 19 maybe. And actually, they just recently dropped their teaser. I don't know if he's available yet, but for the classic class Bumblebee, and he is Dark of the Moon or Revenge of the Fallen. Can't remember. And then also another Megatron. So, pretty cool. So, Jeff the Killer is a creepypasta that originated in. Wait. I may know what you're talking about, like old animation thing, like less like old school YouTube. So, but so that's one thing. So yeah, check them out. I mean, if you haven't experienced these guys, it's it's a good jumping on point to get a couple of these guys. And I actually like this primal design. I've got a couple versions of them down there. That's actually the only Studio Series Rise of the Beast figure I have is the primal, because I picked it up on a sale. I didn't need it, but then I was like, I really enjoy it a lot. And then I have like the Ultra version that the Japanese release version that a buddy of mine got for me for a gift. So yeah, so I'm gonna pick up this guy. I'll probably pick up another one, or maybe I'll just do this because I want to get into doing some customization. So maybe I'll do a little painting on this guy. Maybe we'll if I don't keep him, maybe we'll do it as a channel giveaway or something. So yeah. Okay, yeah. Urban Legend. Okay. Anyhow, oh yeah, that's another thing. If anyone is interested, I just set up let me say this. There have been some people in the chats that have thrown out the question about they don't know how to donate, or that they couldn't donate or something like that. So I did the thing I don't like doing really, but I started a Patreon. It's up and it's live. There's not a lot on it right now because I literally just got it kind of cranking yesterday. So if anyone is so inclined and feels like they want to do something for the channel, Patreon, we're over there, the Weekly Transformer, on Patreon, and got 4 different tiers I set up right now. One is for it's like $1, just as like cool. If someone wanted to donate, that's the way they could do it. Then I have like a $3 tier that'll have some special access to early access to videos. $5 would be access to videos in Discord. And then I've got another one that's like kind of a shooting the moon thing. And I just put in there because I don't know, it's just what you do. I did a $10 tier that would be a monthly chance for a giveaway. So that's kind of what we're doing, our monthly giveaway item. So that's what I'm hoping to work with, and we'll see if it takes off too much and gets overwhelming, then we may have to adjust some things. But yeah, so that's rolling. So if anyone is so inclined and wants to do that, just throw a chunk in $1 or whatever, or however you feel like doing it, and we'll get all that rolling. Again, I'm reluctant to do that kind of stuff, but there were some people in other streams that were, since YouTube is like, it's crazy to like be able to even like give people tips on YouTube. You have to hit like all these thresholds and all these watch hours and all this kind of crazy stuff. And yeah, so if you're a smaller channel, they just don't let you even like take tips from people or something. I don't know. It's weird. I don't understand how any of this works. I don't got the time to think about it. So anyhow, that's that out of the way. So let's see what we got here. Aaron, you say you're going to try to get more figures on Black Friday? Yeah, 100%, man. I wait till Black Friday, see what you can scope. I know that where'd he go? Well, I don't have him up here. The Studio Series 86 Prime, he's going to be on the Black Friday in a 2-pack, which I'm like, wow, that's super cool. This G2 Breakdown is going to be in one of the 2-packs too, which I just recently got this guy because I was like, I haven't seen him on shelf, and I'm afraid that the breakdown problem is going to happen with him that happened with the other breakdown. That actually we'll talk about that too. But I'm afraid that was going to happen with him, so I went and got him, and now they're going to put him in a 2-pack. So great deals there. Speaking of breakdown, if you haven't seen, they are re-releasing G1 Breakdown for your Minosaur. I believe he should be available for pre-order on BBTS right now. So I would say if you need him, put him in. Just go ahead and do it. Because even with some of these re-releases, I haven't seen them show up places. Like I've never seen the Tarn show up. I never saw the let's see, who else do we have? I've never seen Cosmos on shelf, actually. I got one, an extra one. And no, Cosmos is going to be in those 2-packs too. So a lot of crazy hard to get figures are going to be in those 2-packs. But anyhow, so their breakdown, they're releasing him again, and they're releasing the Nemesis. So I had to do a pre-order for that because that is the only Titan that I'm missing, or the only version of a mold. I don't have the white Omega Supreme, but that's like the only mold of a Titan that I'm missing. So got to go in for that. Let's see. Core, just whatever you want to do there, friend. I think it's patreon.com at the Weekly Transformer, or the Weekly Transformer at patreon.com. I think I put a link in the in channel bio. So like I said, there's a few different tiers on there. So if you want to do something, go right ahead. You obviously do not have to either. But the long-term goal is for that to go to the mission of like doing fun giveaways for the channel, and maybe getting stuff that people can't find that are reasonable, and sending them out to some of our friends that are having trouble like getting things. So that's kind of been the long-term goal for this. So Trigger Happy, what's up? You got in here a little bit earlier than you thought you would there, man. So well, Lee, if you know what, maybe that's what you should do for YouTube. You should make that your shtick, where you just set up a tripod and you go out in the streets of Georgia and you dance, and and you say we'll dance for Transformers. And you never know, you may get a cult following, man. That would be super awesome. So oh, hey, Six Shot, thank you for joining our stream. How did you fall in? How did you jump in here? So let's see. Corey said, see something you have. See, well, okay, so something you have a Beyblade. Don't you have different collection? Not sure what you're asking there, Core. Are you asking if I collect Beyblades? That is, never got into that. My oldest son did a little bit of Beyblade stuff, so we would play that every now and then. Kind of fun, but I never really got into the Beyblade stuff. So yeah. So Patreon news, talked about this, talked about the re-releases, other releases. G2 Dinobots, finally got to see how they are looking. I'm gonna have to get them, I guess, but I may hang on to see if we can get a little bit of a deal on them, because with the new price increases, I wonder where they're going to put those at. You know, the other ones were like 109 or something for the other 2-pack, which I have, and also that's not opened. Like, if y'all catch a pattern here, I tend to have a bunch of things that I haven't opened yet. But the G2 Nanobots, I don't feel that the coloration fits the other ones as well, but I can see having like the guy that I call Yoga Pants Grimlock, the yellow striping one up there, putting him with these G2, and then putting the other Grimlock with the other G2 Dinos, and maybe having them displayed that way. But also I know that's, you know, these are the colorations that came out in '93 or whatever. The things were unproduced, so that kind of stuff makes me want to get them. Like I'm a sucker for like a first time appearance, like DevCon, or like you know, a never released version of something. That's why I have the Sandstorm. Where is he? The G2 Sandstorm up there, the camo jet. So I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. They know how to get me there. So let's see. See, Aaron, you said you have a list of Transformers you want. I mean, yeah, you know, let's talk about it. You know, if you want to throw stuff out, we'll see how we can help people out to get stuff that's like, you know, tougher to find or they're just unable to find. So Jennifer, you may have jumped in the chat before, but I believe you might be new. So your favorite Transformer is Bumblebee, the original from the 2007 movie. Yeah, actually, hold on a second. Fun thing about that. Oh. So Jennifer, you talking old or new Camaro? Because that was actually some of the few figures I got from the '07 movie. Because I wasn't huge into getting stuff during the Bay era, but I was cleaning out the bot closet the other day, and yeah, came across this guy. So I have the '07 Camaro version of him, and then also have the Cliff Jumper version. So I'm like, oh, look at there. As well as I do have the old Camaro version of him somewhere unboxed, and then the black version. I liked this car for some reason, so I've got like the black was Night Striker or something. I really like that. I don't know where that is though. It's floating around somewhere. So yeah, so you're talking about like the old classic Camaro. Yeah, Let's see. Core, yeah. I mean, I'm nothing to aspire to, man. Like I'm just got on here and started talking. I don't know a lot about a lot of things. I just decided that I used to make a lot of reviews, and I decided one night that I don't have a lot of time. So I just sat down and started talking about Sea Spray, and people started tuning in. And it's kind of led to this, and that's kind of fun. I like having these chats with everyone. So, Aaron, I think Legacy Knockout is going to be in the 2-pack. Solus is going to be in those 2-packs. Megatronus is an excellent figure, and I haven't seen Megatronus in a while. No, yeah, I haven't seen Megatronus on shelf in a while. But if we can find that, I would highly recommend picking that up. If you want first edition TF Prime anything, those things are crazy, crazy expensive. Those are some that I wouldn't mind having. So I think we've talked about this before. I would recommend going with APC Toys for those guys. They're excellent. They're excellent figures. I need to bring out the Bulkhead. Maybe I'll remember to do that from the next stream, because he is buried somewhere under here. Or maybe I'll get Froggy later and pull him out, but he is a great figure. And then you said you're looking for War for Cybertron, Soundwave, Shockwave, and Starscream. So as far as the War for Cybertron Soundwave, you're talking about the ship version or the cassette version? Because the cassette version, you may as well just get the Studio Series one that's coming out. Also, that mold should have dropped in price now with all the re-releases they've got of that. So that's should be a reasonable. And then the Starscream is like rare. But I've got to pick up a Starscream myself for War for Cybertron, because again, I love that mold. That's actually, aside from the Rainmakers, the only version of that mold I don't have. So, so the ship version. Yeah. So, all right, trigger happy. So after watching Prime this past week, I absolutely won't knock out. We'll love a Bulkhead. They ever bring him back. Yeah, that's the Legacy Bulkhead was not the Bulkhead. Trigger happy. And again, APC Toys has an excellent Bulkhead. Highly recommended. Fun transformation. It's actually the first review I ever did. And then I did a stop motion of how to transform it, actually. And very, very cool figure. So it's super cool figure. And then Knockout. Yeah. So the Legacy Knockout figure, I really like the Jazz mold. I did not like the way they did it with Knockout. And if I don't think I still have it, but if I had the second one, I could send you a Knockout. It's limited in its articulation and stuff, but still a really cool figure. And man, the transformations on those things were like some dadgum origami engineering, the way those things like expanded and exploded out. And this was back, in 2010. So it's like some pretty cool stuff. So, Core, what's different collection? So if you're asking like what different things do I have as far as Transformers collecting? The majority of my stuff, I would say, is G1 inspired. With most of it being from the past decade. So, well, I guess I have some stuff from 2010, but really starting with the real like ramping up of the G1ification and stuff. So, Power of the Primes, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of more of the aesthetic of my collection, at least that I have set out. Now I loved Beast Wars back in the days, and I have a full collection of the Transmetal 2 Beast Wars figures. I don't have all like the regular releases, but I was just like really like into the Transmetal 2s. I thought those were super cool because they had 3 modes, and I just thought that was fun. Then I have a small animated collection, which I really want to expand. So if anyone out there just happens to have Transformers Animated Blackout and wants to gift one to me, I will gladly take it, because I don't have $800 to spend on one for myself. So, but I love animated. I love the designs. It's definitely some unique designs for those figures, and and it translated into the toys too. One of my grails and one of my prized possessions is the Japanese Wingblade Optimus Prime. Love that thing. And then Transformers Prime, like we're talking about. Like, I have a few Transformers Prime figures and love them. So let's see. We'll catch back up here. Core, the live stream is usually 7:30 on Mondays, 7:30 Central Time. So let's see. Trigger Happy, you know, if you know, someone found Amalgamus Prime and animated Wreck-Gar in Target in Texas. I did see that. I haven't gone over that yet, but yeah, I have. I saw that today or yesterday or something, and I have been to Target and no luck here, nor do I expect to have any luck here, to be honest. And again, I'm like, man, I don't know. Like, so I'm not too interested in the Wreck-Gar. I have animated Wreck-Gar, and he is far superior to whatever that junk is. And then the Amalgamus is one I wasn't really into until like I kind of got on the penny for a pound, want all the 13 collection. And he's actually pretty cool. I like how he comes apart and you can make a bunch of different little ships out of him. And I love like that toyetic stuff. I love that play value things when they put it into stuff. So like the little like I love the little weaponizer guys, because you can, you know, reconfigure them and pull them apart and do things with them and combine them all together and stuff. So I love this little gimmick. And then the little bases they had, like they did Airwave and Ironworks, and like I love all that stuff. So Amalgamus is like, that's pretty sick. I enjoy that. And that would be cool if he was like huge. Like that would have been super cool to have a gigantic come apart guy. Like that would be pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, Aaron, Prime's great. Like I enjoyed it a lot. I know a lot of people like kind of talk down on it, but I think it's a great show. So, true. If he is there, there's the potential that Brawl could be there. And man, Brawl looks good. I'm excited for those. And as much as I disagree with the pricing of these guys at Voyager scale, from what I've seen, at least of Brawl, he looks like he's going to be so much better and worth the Voyager price versus this guy, or this guy. So, and I actually kind of like this guy, but still, it's not Voyager like, So, Aaron, you heading out already? All right, that's stop back by and see us again if you feel like it. Otherwise, good night. I hope you have a good one, man. Let's see. Thank you very much, Core. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and hey, I'll take 300 more subscribers. That'll be cool. If people tune in to watch, we'll keep doing stuff. So let's see, where was I? I had a thread there I was going on, and then I got lost on it. But yeah, I love these guys. This is and this was a cool I love that they did this, which is crazy that they did. But they came out with Chromar, the old mail away figure, using this 6-gun mold, and it fits really good, I think. And then they come out with Zaytar. I got him over here too. I don't have the other guy. He was in a Target 3-pack or an Amazon 3-pack, and now he's stupid expensive. So yeah, good job, Lee. I'm glad you ordered that breakdown. I know you've been seeking after that. So next on our little list of things to talk about. So we talked about the Black Friday deal. All right. Backlash of my last review that there was just one little bit of back and forth in the comments. So it's interesting to see that. Someone was definitely like not happy with my opinions. They didn't get mad at me, but they were not happy with my opinions. And then another person that agreed with it, they kind of got in a back and forth in the comments, which I kind of predicted that was going to happen. I kind of figured it was going to happen. And when I do the Devastator, it'll happen again, I'm sure. But it's, like I said, in my review, these are just my opinions. I'm just not super stoked about them. And hey, everyone's got their own thing. You like your thing, I like my thing, If you like a turkey sandwich, I like a turkey sandwich too. That's a bad example. Like, who doesn't like sandwiches? if you don't like sandwiches, you're wrong. So I will, say that. Unless you're gluten intolerant, and then, it's okay not to like sandwiches, but you can get gluten-free bread, so then you should still eat sandwiches. God, what is this turning into? Anyhow, so it was interesting to see the response to the last review. And I hope to work on a review for these two guys tomorrow. Should be pretty easy to knock these guys out, and then we can do the full Devastator, and then we can be on to talking about other things. Yeah. So the last thing, and actually, Trigger Happy is the one who hit me up about this, because I hadn't seen the news yet. But TFCon Orlando next year, October 23rd through the 6th. So as predicted, TFCon East Coast will be the Orlando show next year, and we're getting committed to go. So if it would be super sick to see some folks there. Would love for people to join us. And something that may add some incentive to it is next year is the anniversary of the 86 movie. So last year, we had the 40th anniversary of Transformers in general, but this is going to be the 40th anniversary of the 86 movie. So if you're going to go to a TFCon, I would say try to get to one next year, because it should be pretty good. It should be pretty good. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be. I think it'll be a good time. Trying to get a group to meet up down there, or meet halfway, or whatever. Split some rooms. They do that kind of stuff. We can talk details if we're going to be in it the whole time or not. But I think it would be a good time. So, and Lee, thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's again, it's my opinion. I know that you're a fan of the Devastator too. So, again, we all have our own little opinions there. So, oh man, that's cool. So, I should get rid of these things. Maybe I could use them for artwork. Thinking about starting to do some custom work. The first thing I've got lined up is I have a Skullgrin that I want to turn into the Optimus Prime alligator, Optimus Gator. So, trying to get a little insight on, customizing and painting, and what the best way to do that is. So, if anyone has any info or any experience, that kind of stuff, hit me up, shoot me an email, or check us. Like I said earlier, check us out on the Patreon, and we can get you the Discord or whatever there, because I think that'd be cool. And I have another one that I really want to do. I've just got to get an extra animated Grimlock to do it with. So I have I have 2 animated Grimlocks, but I need a third so I can paint it. So right. So hello, Corey. You're back in from last week. How are you this evening? Let's see. I think I've hit most of the news. Let's see. Yeah, Trigger Happy. There's certain things you have to do to prep. One of the things that I've heard is you have to wash them really well, and maybe you did this. I don't know, but you're supposed to wash anything down, because there's things they spray on the molds to help the mold release, and then that transfers over to the plastic, and then you can't really feel it, but it'll be there. It'll keep paint from adhering. So you have to really wash it, and then you have to do some sanding on it as well, to get paint to adhere, and then it's building up your layers and painting stuff on. But I'm really intrigued by this idea. I've kind of got it stuck in my head. It's I have terrible ADD. I get something in my head, and I just want to and especially if it's creative and something your hands on, that's a project. I'm I really want to get into something and do something. So this is the thing currently, just burrowing. This is the idea of burrowing itself into my brain at the moment, and so that's what I want to do. I'm going to start with Optimus Gator, and then if I can get a good deal on an animated Grimlock, then I'll put it in the I'll put it on the Patreon where people can see what it is and see how it's going along. And who knows? Maybe we'll do it as a Patreon giveaway or something. So Corey said, he said, oh, nice. Corey, your thrust is on its way to Australia. Okay, you're in Australia. Good. No, I'm not going to do the good A thing. Oh man, I know a few fun Australian phrases, but I can't think of them right now. I listened to some guys, some Australian podcasters, and they're super fun. So you're going to buy all the Legacy Stunticons. How are you going to buy all the Legacy Stunticons, Corey? Are you getting like the gift set, or are you getting getting them individually? And I have that gift set over there in the closet. It needs to go up for display somewhere. I need to get them out because actually I love that deco. And I would highly recommend getting the upgrade kit for, dang, come here. Oh, come here. Getting the upgrade kit for Devastator. The hands are great. The sword's bigger, gives them bigger shins, or gives them bigger thighs, and then gives them the correct feet, and these just slide on. And this is a KO of the DNA kit. It was like $20 on AliExpress. Like, that's the way to go with this thing. And it makes him look so much better. Like, he was like so stumpy. I mean, it's great. I can't wait till they come out with the Superion set so I can get that too. Oh, right there. There we go. And also, speaking of DNA Minosaur kits or sets, got the upgrade kit for the animated Minosaur, and then they come out with the other version. So I've got to get it too. So, evening, Joey. How are you doing? Let's see, Motor Master at a pawn shop, the other from eBay. Whew, man. That's a lot for Motor Master. I didn't know Motor Master was that much. Is that just because it has to come to Australia? Or like, what's the deal with the Motor Master costing you $200? Joey, what you been up to this week? I know you're always finding fun and good stuff and things. You missed all the finding stuff talk, which really wasn't a lot. I found this for $5, so it's pretty cool. So let's see. I've got a couple of other little things we can look at here in just a second. Some fun random stuff. So I cleaned out my bot closet the other day. I have a closet on the other side of the camera here, in which I store all of my boxes and all that kind of stuff. So I found a couple of things in there that we could talk about. It's pretty cool. So okay. So yeah, I'm not sure what the exchange rate from Australia to US is. Yeah, Corey. Well, I'm in the US over here. So I think in Australian, so US, it'd probably be like 150 or something, maybe roughly something like that. And I can't believe there's nowhere that we can. I thought there were still places where we can order Motor Master from, without having to get it from like another dealer. But maybe it's just as expensive there. I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that. So, while going through the bot closet the other day, came across this little gem. Okay, so 200 Australian is 129 US. So then that about tracks, I guess. So yeah. Oh, dang, Trigger Happy. I didn't realize that Motor Master had bumped up in price that much. I thought he could still be found at some online retailers. Wow, that's crazy. I wonder how much the G2 Motormaster is going to cost. That's coming, by the way. That's that's going to happen. They've got to figure out where it's going to go, but yeah. But yeah, Corey, this is, yeah, you're right. This is Rumble and Frenzy headphones. Did you know that already? Or wait, does it say it? It says it on there, yeah. But yeah, so look at these little guys. Yep. So Corey, you know what this is about. So I have I don't know if you were in one of our previous streams where I showed the Soundwave. So this is actually my Soundwave that's on the shelf. I have the 86, not the 86, the Legacy. Wait, yeah, the Legacy version that comes with the 3 tapes and the new one ordered. But this guy's been my Soundwave, and so yeah, I love this little dude. He's got the little micro SD cassette that goes in him here, and he fully transforms and everything. And so did the Rumble and the Frenzy. So you probably knew this. I never got the Optimus Prime iPod dock. I thought that would be pretty cool too. But yeah, these were the headphones. They are terrible, by the way. But it's a cool little niche thing to have. So I'll pop them out. First, let's catch up with a new friend here. You're Lucas, you are French, and peace and love to you. Peace and love to you as well, our friend Lucas from, well, are you in France or are you just French? I don't mean are you just French, but sadly, I don't know any French. I would love to know all the languages because I think languages are cool, and I would love to be able to speak with people in their native tongue. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, and it's a pretty cool Soundwave, especially for something that came out in, when did this come out? This was probably I was in college and painting. I used this as my MP3 player in my painting class. And I was in painting around 2007, I think. So for 2007, or actually, yep, it says it right there, 2007 Tomy. I mean, this was an amazing Soundwave. And up until we got the Kingdom one, was probably still the best Soundwave that there was. Crazy articulation. He came with different hands. Super cool. I also have Ravage that is a USB drive. I'll try to find it and show it on the next stream. But another super cool thing from around that same era. There's a whole series of these, and he's fully functioning. Every little button here presses, plays music. Really, really cool piece to have. So, let's see. So Corey, you said you found about them with 12 years ago, maybe looking, but never found one. Yeah, they're expensive as all get out now. So, and oh, I thought that said 8,000 yen. I was like, 8,000 yen is not bad, but you said 80,000 yen. So, whoo, yeah, that ain't cheap. So I don't even know how many. I can't convert that to American dollary dues, let alone Australian dollary dues. So I imagine that's for what it is. You know, it's not worth that, but it is a super fun Soundwave. And then as far as these guys go, they are terrible. Oh man, and they've fallen victim to. If you're younger in the chat and you don't understand how headphones used to be, didn't go in your ear, they went over, and they had these nice fuzzy little pads on them that then just disintegrate over time. Terrible, terrible. And these things hurt. There was no such thing as ear comfort back then. But yeah, the heads are a little tricky on them to get them down. You got to kind of, but you just flip the little headies down there, and then, I mean, it's kind of cool because like there's actually some pieces of the engineering in this that I can see in Amalgamus, or not Amalgamus, Micronis. So I really wonder if they borrowed from this for Micronis Prime's transformation. So let me get him up in. Come on now. There we go. There we go. And then yeah, it's actually on the rails that just slide up. Boom. And you get your little head there. So and they've even got little heels. Like they even thought about it so much now, it's useless because they're attached by a cord and they fall down anytime you do anything with them. But yeah, super cool random piece. I really need to put these on display. And this is, some of the boxes I've kept because they're just too niche and weird and random. So Oh wow. Whew. Good Lord. $512 US, Lee. That is far too much for this little sound wave. He is cool. Don't get me wrong, but man, again, you give me $500, I'm buying that animated blackout. I think that's a better investment as compared to this. But he does play music, so it's got that going for it. I'll throw it up there again for anyone who came in a little bit later. We just started up a little Patreon action. A few people expressed some interest in wanting to give something to the show, and YouTube won't let me do that just yet because I'm not big enough. They won't let you do tips or anything. So the only way I could do it, I figured, was with the with the Patreon. And so I put a couple little incentive thing. Well, I guess they're little tiers or whatever, because that's what you do with Patreon. So it's look at it, just check it out. Patreon, look up the Weekly Transformer. Got the standard tier things. There's a giveaway tier on there. Maybe I'll adjust some of that stuff down just when I see people's responses and what you think. The biggest one would be like the $5 tiers, early access to videos in Discord. So then we would all have a Discord going on. We're all chat in, and that's just to help raise money to buy new figures to talk about. And we can we get into something like that. Maybe we're able to have a community that can vote on the figure that I get and then review, and then we do it as a giveaway or something for someone on the channel, especially if it's something that I wasn't planning on getting anyhow. So some thoughts there, some things we could check out and we could think about. So, oh wow. So let's see. The conversion was 793 Australian, and that was 6 years ago. Good Lord, 700. So it's probably like pegging in at least 1,000 Australian now. Jeez, man. I don't know. Maybe I should just sell this guy. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I sell this guy for $1,000 and buy a Unicron? Because that's about what we got going for us there, right? So I would hold out on that though, because we're possibly getting a not possibly, that's the wrong way to say it. There's the potential for a new Unicron. Just, HasLab was supposed to be stuff that they'll never make again, but Hasbro is loopholing it because they're going to release a Arctic version of the HISS tank. It's not going to be as premium as the other version, so they're going to release it, and they weren't supposed to make that again. So it's kind of like, how long until they give us a Unicron? Maybe they do a few less pieces to him, and maybe they have the engineering there, so they just make him smaller or something like that. So anyhow, that's my spill on that. Yeah, it's one of those things I don't want to get rid of him, because he has been with me for almost 2 decades, and he's cool. He's just so unique, and he functions. Like, how many times do we get a Transformer that actually functions as something? So I'm surprised that they did Optimus Prime's trailer as an iPod dock instead of doing a blaster. Like, that seems like an obvious thing, but that would have been cool. Also, they did the shattered glass version of this guy, which I thought was super crazy. Lucas, what's up, friend? Thanks for jumping in, man. Nice to see you this evening. Get him back up here. Oh. And the crazy thing is I have another Soundwave. I have the Netflix mold Soundwave up there that I could put up there, and we probably size better with Megatron. And I don't know. I like that guy. I think he's cool. I think he's neat. So, Rat Bat's got to get up there. Speaking of Rat Bat, have any of y'all picked up the Perceptor Ramhorn Rat Backpack because I saw him when he first came out, and now this thing is nowhere to be found. So that's crazy. So, oh, Lucas, you're going to TFCon in Orlando. So are we. So are we. We're already going to. And I said this earlier. It's the 40th anniversary of the '86 movie, so it should be a banger. So if you're going to go to one, that is the one to go to. So Lucas, you're down there in the Florida way, so maybe we can meet up, and you can Florida man us around town and show us how it's done. So so Extra Rage, you got Legacy United, and you got Blokey's Galaxy Top from Galaxy Top Grimlock, yeah. Yeah, so as far as Blokey's, again, earlier to this out there, Walmart, $5, classic class. These are the ones that are more articulated and they light up. So this is one of their holiday deals. Check them out. Like, I just picked this one up. I'm gonna get some more and do some customizing, I think, because that's super fun. So, let's see. And Corey said so. And the only reason he is valued that is because most of the padding fall off or break apart. Yeah, mine did too. So. Trigger Happy, you say you ordered 2 to save on shipping. If you want the second one, hit you up. So, Trigger Happy, which figure are you talking about there? Chat's getting a little crazy right now. Are you talking about the this guy? So, and Joey, has anyone heard about TF Walmart Black Friday deals for next week? Yes, next week, 2-packs, tons of 2-packs, 2-packs with this guy in it, 2-packs with Cosmos, 2-packs with the 86 Prime, 2-packs with Reactivate Bumblebee and another Bumblebee, 2-packs with Solus Prime, and I think Slingshot maybe. RNO Slingshots in another pack. So those 2-packs are going to be crazy. Unfortunately, I have everything in them. So, yeah, so it's I'm hyped about that. So, let's see. Couldn't find any. Walmart has nothing. The Galaxy Top Blokies. Yeah, ours has been out of the Blokies right now as well, aside from like these guys. These guys are going to be a pallet in the middle of the aisle. $5. Start looking for them. Let's see. Corey said, second last message. I thought I read that when you said the only reason he's valued that is because most of the padding falls off and breaks apart. Yeah, some of mine has broken apart. So, let's see. Joey, you can't make it to the store. Are you talking about you can't make it to the store to get some of these guys, or to find those 2-packs? So, let me run back up here, or go back up here to Trigger Happy. You say you got a Perceptor and a Rat Bat. So yeah, if anyone's looking, then maybe hit up Trigger Happy. And again, this kind of stuff is why we're bringing out the old Discord possibility, so we can help each other find stuff out, swap things back and forth. You can always find stuff online in larger communities and Facebook groups and stuff like that. But if we're trying to build something here, then we're able to swap back and forth, with each other. So, and yeah, it's we'll be on the lookout for more of those 2-packs, Joey. I tend to like impulse buy that kind of stuff if I can afford to do so. Just because I like having things. I like having things in boxes, and I've just got like in the bot closet, I've got, I've got like G1 dead ends and G2 dead ends and G2 side swipes and like a lot of Toxitron stuff, a lot of extra Velocitron stuff. I've got some Kingdom Black Arachnias. I've got a bunch of just random stuff that I picked up on clearance. It was like $10, $7, whatever. Like someone may need it down the line, or it might be something to have. And I just like having stuff in boxes too. It's a sickness. So, Corey says, so the one that haven't broken are the ones valued at $1,200. And for the ones that are broke, value between 1,000 to 4,000. Jeez. Oh, we said 12,000. Oh my gosh. That is insane. See, Optimus Prime is full price, but can you do a stream on my birthday, December 14th? Let's see. What day is December 14th on? So the first is on a, let me think about this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday. First on a Thursday, right? Is that right? 24th is on a Tuesday, 10 days before. I can't remember. Maybe. We'll see about doing a stream. My birthday, December 21st. So, welcome to the. So the 14th is a Sunday, so that would be the day before we normally do a stream. Hard for me to do streams on a Sunday, but maybe, possibly, we'll see. And Corey, you say you have the Perceptor 3-pack. Cool. I brought that up just because I didn't see a ton around here. I mean, I saw it like when he first popped up, I saw it everywhere, and then I've never seen it again. So it's like that was an exclusive that hit and then went away, just like the Wheeljack was. Like he was there and then he was gone. So as to be, expected, and I should have nabbed another one of those because I predict that this dude is going to be worth a lot of money. And he's actually the best, like one of the best tapes, I think. He is way better than Steeljaw. He still parts for me, but he's way better than Steeljaw. Oh no, dang it. Eject, rewind, whichever you are. And get you guys confused that look the same, so get you back up here. So but yeah, we kind of went down a rabbit hole with these guys, and it's kind of random that someone in the chat actually knew what this little nonsense was. Now that I have Google Translate, I should like translate all this stuff just to see what it says. I really wish that I could read Japanese. I think that would be so sick. But I have no idea what any of this says. So maybe one day. Let's see here. Okay, so the main reason you got it was for Ramhorn, which you finally got a Perceptor, and so the Rat Bat, he came with his weapons. So I mean that's great for that reason. To get the Ramhorn to complete that, that's great. And then the Perceptor is actually better than the previous Perceptor too. So I mean I've got mine over there. I've got to get rid of it because like his chest is a little bit wider, more animation accurate, and he actually got the part to cover up the back of his head, which is really nice. It's nice they put that budget into that. So, okay, yeah. So that's eject, and then the rewind would have came with twin cast, which I never got him, but he was just the clear, which he's just clear painted, right? No, he is actually cast, but the blue is painted very terribly. This is like some of the worst painting I think on one of these figures, like period. Like it just doesn't look great. So like too thick or something. There's something weird about it. Good, I got him standing up good now. So I'm trying to think. Let's see. Joey. Yeah. So wait, did you get like these? This is the one you're talking about? A Mirage, the other one, yeah. So yeah, I almost got Classics Prime. Yeah, I almost got the Mirage as well. Maybe I'll go back and get that. I wasn't super stoked on the Prime or the Megatron, but then my youngest was like, "Oh, look at this Megatron. He's cool looking." So I'm like, maybe I'll have to go back and get him. Like I was saying, I'm going to get into doing some painting and stuff, like some customization. So. And then like maybe do them as like Patreon giveaways or something like that. But yeah, like I already have the Scourge of this, so I wanted to pick up the Primal, and it's cool, man. He comes with both faces, so you can do the the mouth face, or you can do there's the other accessories there. You can do the battle mask face. Cover my face up there so that'll show. You can do the battle mask face with him. So I think that's pretty cool. If I can make it another Walmart, Joey, I'm probably gonna pick up another couple of these anyway. So if we need one, we'll see if we can get one to you. So exclusive weapons and accessories, dynamic combat stance, and robot specific weapons. Joints are 20 movable joints. Cool. I mean, the classic classes are fun if you haven't built any of them. So Corey says came with Blaster, and he was only released in translucent. Yeah, well, he came with a Rewind came with Twin Cat, the blue version, if I'm not mistaken. And then let's see. Yeah, I haven't seen I never got the Primal in the Beast mode, or I never. Wait, they made the they made the classic class of Primal in Beast mode. I guess you're right. Wow, that just occurred to me. They have not made a Rhinox or a Cheetor in this, have they? In the classics, or in any of these? Man, this movie got underrepresented. I enjoyed this movie. It could have been better for sure, but yeah, I'm kind of stoked to build this. I guess I have to wait for my son to do it with me because he likes doing this stuff. So, but yeah, anything else we got? Not that I think that's about it as far as news and as far as random things and as far as sales. Let's see. Did I miss something back here from Lucas? Yeah, so Lucas, you said you're near a Walmart, so you hope I'm sure down there where you are, Lucas, you'll find some good stuff. And really cool to hear that you're going to TFCon Orlando, because like I said, we're trying to get something up for that, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So Corey says, well, technically it was a black eject, but it was really it was meant to be Rewind. Well, yeah. Yeah, so they just used the same mold and made it a different translucent, right? But the body came with was Twin Cast. That's the blue version of Blaster when he gets his head ripped off. Or man, well, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe that's a spoiler alert. It's the remade version of Blaster, just like Sound Blaster is the remade version of Soundwave, which is not confusing in the slightest. So, and who knows, we could bump each other at the convention. No, yeah, Lucas. No, if you're going to be there, man, we're gonna make it happen. Like we're gonna make this go down for real, you know. So yeah, and yeah, Ferric is a repaint. Ferric is like so. Sorry, going back to Extra Rage here. The Cyclonus mold is, I think, still one of I don't want to misspeak here, and then people go crazy, but it's I could probably stand by what I'm going to say. It's actually there he is. So the Cyclonus mold is like one of, if not like still, I think the best mold of the past like 5 years for what it does and what it is and all it did and how solid it is. I mean, you've got this little bit of waffling here and here, but I don't think that's too bad. Little hollows in the legs, but it's covered up. I mean, it's so solid. And this was an amazing figure that unfortunately Metal Hawk didn't do good. It's this mold I didn't feel. But the Ferric version to me almost like beats this version because they did remolding on it and it looks like so good still. Like it looks good in different. Well, I don't know. I don't know which version of this would be my favorite. This one or the Ferric mold. I don't pick this up enough and give it enough love, but man, the Cyclonus mold was great. So that Ferric, it's an awesome figure, man. I actually saw some of those at Ross, and almost picked it up a couple times. But the last few times I've been to our Ross, they have had literally nothing. I'm just like, where people find all this good stuff. Let's see. Corey, the funny thing is you have the Kingdoms of Cyclonus, and I'm not even bothered to buy the new version. See which new version. So they did the toy version of him as well. Oh man, what was I going to do? I was about to do something. Also, how's the audio tonight? Because I put this little fuzzy dingly on here just to see if it would sound different. I don't know if it does or not. So yeah. Is there any difference? I don't know. I'll do some reviews here at some point and check it out myself. But just wondering how it's working out. Now, I know the mic is still like picking up sensitive because that should be pretty loud if you got your stuff turned up. But also pull out this little guy. He's fun. Let me put him up. What was his name? Can't remember his name either. There are too many Transformers out there. Actually, I'm really excited about this. So, all right. So, what should we do here? What should we do? So let's just hang out. Let's take some questions. If anyone's got anything, throw it out there. Let's see what we can find. So, Lucas, you said you went to a Ross a bit ago. They had a Ferric and a Scorponok, but that was it. Yeah. I've been tempted to get that foosball table a couple times. Not because I want to play foosball, just because it's a cool, weird, like original art piece. I don't know. It's kind of neat. If it wasn't $20, I'd probably have got it by now. I've seen that a couple times, Lucas. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, I saw the Scorponok too. And I was actually going to pick it up the day I saw it and a spare Shard because I like Shard. I know that the little rock dudes didn't sell that well. Oh, let me get this other guy back up here. But my youngest really likes them, and I really like Shard. First off, we don't get a lot of female characters, so it's cool to have a female rock copter. And I love all the swords, the articulation. The articulation in this deluxe is better than some other ones, to be honest. Just the only bad part is this tail piece, the main section. But she's pretty sick. I would love to have picked up another one of these and then done a custom of that. That would have been cool. And I don't know. I'm partial to black, but maybe in an orange or something. I don't know how. I guess I'd have to do something that matches the clear green here, so something that complements that. But that's yeah. So anyhow, I saw her and that Scorponok, and I actually like that Scorponok too. It's a pretty fun mold, except for the head. Just the head poses weird. So Joey said the Ferric is pretty nice, but I already had it from last year, so I'll leave it when I have. Yeah, for sure. I'll buy extra stuff too, just to have to. If someone runs into something or needs something. I have an extra animated Bumblebee over there that just hung out at our Target, one of our Targets. We've got 4 of them around here, but it hung out there on the clearance section for weeks and weeks and weeks for $12, and no one got it. So I bought it one day. I was like, well, I'll get this in case someone needs it. So, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm hoping for that Trypticon too. It's looking very doubtful in my area, Joey, but I'm hoping for that Trypticon too. Because it's not like I need a Trypticon. My thing is locked down here. Let's do it this way. I don't need a Trypticon, but I need that color of a Trypticon, if that makes sense. Oh. Rumor is that maybe my youngest is getting it for Christmas, so we'll see. But Corey, your last message. Let's see. Yeah, because you said you had got it, but you haven't. Wait, what did you say? I answered this, I think. You see, the funny thing is, I have the Kingdom Cyclonus, but not even bothered to buy the new version. And yeah, so that's what I was saying, Corey. Like, which version? You're talking about the ferric version of Cyclonus? Is that the one? So, oh yeah, yeah. No, I love Trypticon. I don't know who all was around. Lucas, you might have been around when we did this. I know Lee would have been. But Will and I did a stream of all the Titans, and so I mean, literally, we brought out everyone. Actually, I had the Nemesis in a box. It was our mysterious channel benefactors. We unboxed it live and gave our live thoughts about it, and we went through everyone. We did a tier list of Metroplex, Fort Max, Arc, Scorponok over there, Omega, and Black Zarek. There it is. We even did the white version of Omega, and the only one we didn't have at that point was Trypticon. And we're like, oh, okay, no, Trypticon will be fine. And then I got Trypticon like a week later. I was like, oh, Trypticon's amazing. I love Trypticon. Yeah, great figure. Let's see, Corey, you say, do you know what you want to get? Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that giant Metroplex either. Again, would I rather have it or would I rather have Unicron? I don't know. They're pegging it about the same amount of dollars. So, but that would be cool. The Metroplex is pretty cool too. We've been playing with him, my youngest and I. We got him out and we had him set up in his carrier mode and had all the little things landing on him. He's super fun. And mine, it's, I don't know if you can see if you can hear him over here. Target obliterated. The Metroplex is cool. He's got a little switch in the back of him. You can move, like you press his button, you move it back and forth, and his eyes actually move. To my knowledge, there's only one other Transformer that does that, and that was Beast Machine's Tankor, which like it's light piping and it moves. I thought that was like, that just blew my mind. So, Joey, you're also on the, let's see. Joey, you're also on the look for a Sabine Wren lightsaber, like Darth Maul, Super Battle Droid. Let's see. The Marvel Legends Hulk Buster. Okay, wait. So Black Series Darth Maul. Is there a specific one? Because I thought Darth Maul was released a long time ago. See, the Black Series stuff, there's been so many releases that I can't keep up with that stuff, Joey. And like what is like the Sabine Wren lightsaber showing up at Ross. I guess you watched Ahsoka. I watched that so long ago. I don't know what I think about it. But I remember being underwhelmed, and I felt like it was too slow. Like I felt Obi-Wan was too slow as well. And to be the spiritual successor to Rebels, I just wasn't impressed by the way it went. I don't know. I was wanting more, I guess. Lucas, you see, yeah. Oh, Lucas, dude, get Omega Supreme. You can still buy him now. He's re-released. Get him. He is worth it. Talk to Lee. Lee is having a wonderful time with Omega Supreme right now. And I go back and forth all the time in my head about which is my favorite Titan. And it really, I don't know, but I always tend to like almost lean towards Omega Supreme. And I won't, every time I start to say Omega Supreme, then I'll look at some of the other ones. I'm like, oh, but it tends to like draw me back. Omega Supreme it's a great figure. Yeah. Like, I mean, I recommend it. You just go for it, man. Let's see, Joey. Oh, so basically any Darth Maul that pops up at Ross. So, so the Acolyte wasn't good. Yeah, I've toyed around with watching it. Actually, depending on what time the stream ends tonight, I'm going to go to watch more of Andor. I started it last week, and the first few episodes are very slow. They're slow, but they're not like slow. You just don't know what's going on. But then, like when you kind of get into it, it's like, oh, okay, it got interesting. So I'm watching Andor and I'm finding it interesting. And that stinks, man. I hate to hear that the Acolyte sucked. Because I was wanting to watch it and I was hoping it would be good. It has Carrie-Anne Moss in it. You know, it's like it should be good. And it's got the dude who plays the Acolyte. I don't know his name, but he played Jason in The Good Place, and that's an amazing character. So, yeah. So, how far into Andor did you bail though, Joey? Like that's like because I fell asleep during the second episode. But then like I got a little invested after a while. So, if you're looking for just like an action show, yeah, it's not all there. It's you know, it's not going to like hold your attention like that. But to see like the background of like the literal seeds of the rebellion and how it's like slowly building and stuff. It's I think it's interesting to me at least to see, but you kind of have to read it like, or you have to watch it like you read a Tolkien book. You have to watch it like you read The Hobbit. Nothing happens in The Hobbit for the first half of the book, and then stuff happens. So, and it's part of the entire story, you know. Lucas, I've seen the first Star Wars Visions. Some of it I liked. Of course, the Ronin was really cool. The episode that has this voiced by Neil Patrick Harris and Alison Brie, I liked that one. And the rest of them just kind of washed over me. That was like years ago. So Trigger Happy, he said, sound was on point. Season 1 was boring. You died until the last 3 episodes. I got really, yeah. See, that's what I was thinking. So Trigger Happy, I've seen the, I don't know if it's from season 1 or season 2, but I've seen the clip of Stellan Skarsgård character when he is in his ship and he activates the countermeasures and like he fights off like the Imperial ship that's behind the biggest ship that's behind him and then the TIE fighters and stuff. I was like, that's pretty cool. So, and you know, I like some of it. I like a little bit of it's espionage kind of in a way, but I don't know. It's interesting in a way, but if you're coming in expecting to see like an action show, then yeah, no, it's more like a police procedural almost kind of. So, okay. Let's see what it says. Let's see, Roger that. And okay. Yeah. So, you know, and to be fair, we, so last week I watched all the, I was sick. May can't tell my voice last week on stream. I was drinking a bunch of tea. My voice went terrible after that. Like I couldn't talk beyond a whisper from like Wednesday until Sunday. So Tuesday I sat home with my youngest and we watched the first 3 Star Wars movies. And I mean, episodes 4, 5, and 6. And I was like, man, I forgot these movies are really good. I really enjoyed it. And then I was like, okay, we need to watch the rest of them. So we started watching The Phantom Menace, and I was like, it's kind of boring and a lot of that too. So, I mean, you do get a good like lightsaber stuff happening at the beginning, but then it's kind of like, I don't know. So, I mean, so I can handle Andor, I think. So, yeah, kind of like Law and Order in space in a way. But without the dun-duns, I guess. So, yeah, Joey, I always forget that you're a Legends and a Black Series collector. I only have a few Black Series figures. I'll show you what I have though. Well, if I can get them, yeah, I can get them off the wall here. Yeah. So I've had a few Black Series figures throughout the years. Actually had all of the Bad Batch at one point, but I got rid of them. So like I'm not trying to keep that up. But yeah, so yeah, episode 1, it's just nothing happens there. You know, if I would have been sick, might have tuned out too. But so the Black Series figures I have is I loved KOTOR, so I had to get Revan. So I've got the original Revan, and then I got the re-release, the archive collection of it too. And then if I had Dark Side of Revan, of course I had to get Light Side of Revan. So I've got those, and then I have a couple other maybe in the closet somewhere. Actually, I don't think I do. I think those are gone. But then my prize Black Series is Jaina Solo. So that's the other one, and she hangs on my wall because I really liked the old Timothy Zahn books. And so getting her in her X-Wing gear, I thought that was like a super cool one. Like she was really hard to find. So I don't have a ton of Black Series, but I have some of these like older Black Series figures here. So, yeah, man, Revan's sick. Super, you know, have y'all played Knights of the Old Republic? Because like it's a good game, like very, very enjoyable game. So man, this Jaina figure is great too. I've tried to get into some more of the Black Series, but yeah, the black and white Ronin is pretty sick, man. I would like to get that with the droid and all, but again, I have to pick and choose things that I really, really love. Like I had the Mara Jade, and it wasn't that great. I couldn't get her to stand up. And I had the Luke, I think, or almost got the Luke to go with Mara, but I didn't like them. So I kind of kept with the ones that I enjoyed. I think they oversaturate stuff too much sometimes. Like if you get too many things in there, then you're not going to like anything, right? So, So I said earlier, but I'll say it again just for those who weren't here. I'm going to start working on I just noticed there's dents on his tracks. Never noticed that. Interesting. I'm going to start working the review for these guys. Hopefully tomorrow. I'm going to try to start doing that tomorrow. And Lee, yes, definitely going to watch Spaceballs because honestly, Spaceballs was my introduction to Star Wars when it was coming on TV in the 80s. I was a kid. I was over at my uncle's house, and this movie came on, and it was when they were combing the desert with the different combs. And I asked my dad, I was like, what's that? He said, it's like Star Wars. And I said, well, what's Star Wars? And then I kind of loved it from then. So, yes, wife.
I'm going to bed.
You're going to bed now? What time is it? It's only 9 o'clock.
4:30 comes early.
Yeah, it does.
I love you.
No, but you can come over here.
I'm not camera ready.
No, y'all want to see Mrs. Weekly?
Oh, my pajamas?
Let's just from the waist up.
I'm in like this. Feel like I'm on an elevator.
Yeah, dude.
What? Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. Okay. Oh, stairs. Okay.
Okay.
Love
All right.
you.
Love you, baby. Yeah, that's my wife. She's all right. But yeah, back to Spaceballs. Yeah, it's that's how I got introduced to Star Wars. With the Schwartz and Pizza the Hut, and that's all great, man. Like, so yeah, I'm excited to see that. First off, Mel Brooks is still alive. Dude's like 100, like legit. He's what, 98, and that's crazy. And then it's bringing Rick Moranis out of retirement, which is like, dude, Rick Moranis he stopped doing things, what, 3 decades ago, basically. So it's like, yeah, I got to see the new Spaceballs. So that's gonna be pretty cool. So yeah. Yeah, the scene where they went beyond light speed and they went plaid. I mean, it's just like a good classic slapstick dumb movie, you know? It's so good. Yeah, and you see the Millennium Falcon at the end of it. There's a story behind that, but I can't remember what it is. But it's cool too. Like, you know, they pulled in aliens in that movie, or Alien. Wait, it had been Aliens. Yeah, but it was Alien with the chest burster. So yeah, I mean, they pulled in like so much like cool stuff. Like, it's great movie. So, oh man. Totally got distracted. I know Lee said something about the Onyx, but this thing's already open. So we're going to pull out one of these guys. Oh man, the Nemesis. God. Really hoping DNA does an upgrade for this Nemesis. Not that I need a 4th version of the upgrade kit for that, but like, that's going to be super sick. Oh, before I so Lee says Nemesis now. I guess we'll have to do that. But before I do that, if anyone's going to be in the market for animated Optimus with a DNA kit, I will have one to part with, because I have something else coming that's going to scratch this itch for me, and I think it's going to scratch it a little bit better. So that's something we can, if y'all want to ponder over. If y'all haven't experienced this DNA kit, it is freaking phenomenal. It's so good. I don't know if you need, I know Lee's got the DNA kits for the Scorponok, but I don't know if you need the rest of you guys have experienced some of the DNA kits, and specifically this one, but man, it takes this Optimus to a whole other level. He looks so good. It gets the opening hands, and I have actually, it's so good. I have both versions. Actually, I currently have both versions of it, and then I have the 3rd version on pre-order for the Minosaur, which I guess I need to get another Minosaur to put it on. But like, and this is the one that came with the extra bits that you got if you did the early pre-order. So if anyone is looking to get into the upgrade kit biz with the DNA kit here, I'm gonna be partying with this guy because of something else in the future. So y'all can hit me up and let me know. Like I said, check out the Patreon. We'll get it in the Discord going. And let me see here. Wait a minute. Oh, and Trigger Happy. There's your TF Prime knockout. So super fun, man. Somehow I ended up with 2 of these, and I can't remember if I got rid of one or if I still have it. But if I still have it, I'll help you out, because so cool. Such a cool figure. So much better than the most recent release of it. All right, so Joey, you say need. Which one are you saying that you need? And looks like we're doing the Nemesis here, which I'm okay with. I mean, I love a black repaint. Maybe I do one of these as a custom Nemesis Primal. give him some little purple and teal on him, some accents. Maybe that's what we got to do. Like, maybe that's what we have to do for this. Maybe I get another one of these, and I do that's what it's going to be. Order the Nemesis Primal with him. That's pretty sick. All right, Joey, you haven't picked this 4-pack up yet? Have you not seen it in your area? Like, you're the master of finding all the good stuff. I don't got a knife on me. Hold on. Well, I can pull out from this end. Never mind. Saw actually a whole shelf of these at our Target the other day. So, let's see. Well, the reason that's not Bumblebee is because that's Bumper. And there's a whole thing with Bumper being Bumblebee with another head on him, or the Bumblebee mold with another head on it, and people just called him Bumper. It's a whole thing. But I mean, that's like the first Bumper figure. Correct me if I'm wrong, Trigger Happy, but I think this is the first Bumper figure. See, this is what I'm about right here. Like that guy right there. That's my stuff. Bumper, like I said, Bumper was he was the Bumblebee mold, but back in the 80s, he was the Bumblebee mold. God, I'm messing this up. Let's see. And then you had Bumblebee and you had the Cliff Jumper. And then there's also like Glyph. But that's later on, I think. Moving on to the point of the stream when I confuse all this. Yeah, so first official, but he came from being a Bumblebee and a Cliff Jumper mixed together, right? If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's the deal with him. So he's the first official version of this mold. So a lot of people, it's not one that people care about, but like, I don't like this mold, but I am like glad this is here because I like first appearance characters, and this is the only one we have. So yeah, like this is the second Buller we have. Yeah. Unless they use that trademark somewhere else. Maybe they've used it on a Titan Master or something like that. So, but that's why I like that. Also, Trigger Happy, man. I didn't know that you had a Unicron. Like, I saw your Instagram video and I was like, this fool's got a Unicron. I didn't know that. Lucky. So yes, Joey, he is a G1 character, but he's not a G1 character. It's a whole thing with the toy release, and it's like a fan made thing, kind of in a way. It's I'm not doing a good job at explaining this. So, but yeah, Hubcap. Yep. Hubcap's the other yellow version, but he's got an orange face. And then you had Bugbite, which is the white version. And then Goldbug was Bumblebee. If I remember this correctly, there could be some other nuances, but Goldbug was Bumblebee that was destroyed, but then was rebuilt by G.I. Joe, right? Or I know that's somewhere in the storyline. So, yeah. Trigger Happy said, yeah, you had to close your eyes and press purchase and have a mini heart attack. Yeah. But I mean, come on, like out of the most recent 4-packs, I would say this is probably like one of the better ones we've gotten. Because like I liked the Auto Trooper and the Jet 4-pack, but that was kind of like I liked those recolors and stuff. And to finally get an Auto Trooper to put it with my animated stuff, but it's kind of like that could have been a give or take pack. The bug pack that came with Gold Bug, the only reason to really get that was to get that Bumblebee mold again, because the rest of those bugs in there is kind of like, those weren't the best Kingdom molds anyhow. Now the first pack, Target 4-pack that came with Primal and the toy Black Arachnia and the Fangry, you know, those were that was a good pack. But I think this is probably the best one as far as the uniqueness of characters, because animated Nemesis is a super hard to get figure. Buller, you know, if you're not into the Japanese stuff, you probably don't care about it, but super, I mean, doesn't have any figures. First official release of this, and then the White Ultra Magnus, while not a unique thing, one of my favorite. Like, I thought this was going to be the throwaway of this pack, and I love this thing. Like, so this is a great pack. I've just got to say. So watch your Target sales. It'll be on sale again, or we'll post things about it. So let's see. Yeah, but in the comics, Trigger Happy wasn't Bumblebee rebuilt by the Joes, if I'm not mistaken. So, okay, you know, sorry, I just saw your previous message. So, let's see. All right, Joey said, but not mentioned in the G1 cartoon. They never mentioned the Joes and the TF cartoon and vice versa. Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I was prattling on here, and y'all solved the mystery already. So, yeah. All right. I'm gonna get this Nemesis out. Ooh. The Grim will clash with him. So maybe I'll get this Nemesis out and I'll put some armor on him. All right, are you going to slip out of here, or am I going to have to perform some? Yeah, I'm going to have to do some doing. Oh, so it's got some. This is good. It's got some stuff that I can appreciate for sure. Trigger Happy, have you opened this whole pack? You got everyone out of this? I've just been chilling on it. I will say it's not my favorite color of teal they've ever used before. Yeah, I wish they would have used more of the teal color from the Siege version. I like it much better. It's like this is like way too saturated or something. It's kind of hard to look at in a way, and it kind of clashes with the eyes. I feel like I think it clashes with the red to some degree. That's just me personally. Maybe if this goes on clearance, I'll pick up another one and do a repaint myself. So I really want to get into painting figures. I think that would be very fun to do. Pardon me while I try to grasp these things without fingernails. No, God, it hurts. Take the comments. So yeah. Yep. He does come with his axe as well. All right, so now only one little guy to get out done here. And it's a little wasty, and and he's free. Oh, let's get his axe too. Boom, and I don't know why I do this. I'm going to throw this box in the closet. I'm going to keep it for 4 years and then get mad and throw it away like I did with all my last boxes. So, all right. So, see, Trigger Happy, you're saying none of them were in the cartoon, so you didn't get it. So, Trigger Happy, are you saying that your reason for buying this whole pack was for Bumper specifically? All right, man. You know, we're going to cliff jumper of that too. I need to mess with that mold again. I messed with it last Christmas and I did not like it. I think I've told this on here before, but I had it. I hadn't opened it yet, and my nephew got it, and so I had to open it and transform it. And I'm like, I don't like this, and so I took it back. And I think I'd even bought it on sale, and I'm like, don't like this at all. I will stick with this Bumblebee, which I think is better. Still think it's better. And it actually brings up something before I look at this that I'm been thinking about doing a video about for a while now, about being slavishly loyal to animation. Like, is that required? Like, is that actually good? Because like with the, let's see, with the, actually, no, wait, where is he? Oh, he's right here. With the Constructor Boys here. Like, is being slavishly loyal, like, does it make for something fun and good? And I have some specific thoughts about this guy that I thought about when I was like messing with him the first time. I was like, I guess it's accurate, but just because it's accurate doesn't mean it's good. You know, I don't know. It's a question to think about. Like, just because like this was accurate, did it mean like it works well on this because of like this hinge here and this paint matching not being the same? Also, like this thing, I guess, could you do that? No, you can't. You can't even rotate this around to be on the weird side of his foot to make his weird foot. Anyhow, but, you know, just something to think about. Anyhow, I'll stop talking about things and we'll start looking at stuff. Nemesis Prime. God, he looks good. Like I said before, I do wish we'd have gotten the more subtle, let's see, more subtle teal on him here. Like, I like this better because I feel like this kind of clashes with the red a little bit. He does have one of my most hated things, aside from lack of a wrist rotation, in a Voyager, which is a painted hand. But wow, what a good painted hand. Like, I mean, if you're going to do a painted hand, that's how you do it. One of these guys has a painted hand. Who's got a painted hand? Wait, right? Don't one of the Constructicons have a painted hand? Yep. And it's a paint match hand. So Scavenger here's got a painted hand. It's not going to show up on camera how not good it is, but like, that's how you do it. Like, that's how you do a painted hand right there. This, I mean, even on this crappy camera, you can see how terrible that looks. And this, that's how you do it. If you're going to paint a fist, that's how you do it. So, God, and that was cast purple and painted. Oh my God, I'm going to have stuff to say about this. I don't like that at all. But wow, it looks good. Look at his little stripes on his helmet. It's like a linebacker or something. He's got a face guard, stripes painted down his helmet. Like, looks good, man. And he's like feels tighter. Like, in a way, like he feels more solid than even the previous two releases, I feel like. So, okay, so I'm gonna comment some here real quick. Lee says, let's see. Oh man, I'm so Trigger Happy, you've been studying this subject. Well, I'm glad to have you here as the authority, man. Like I said, I mean, I'm just here prattling around with the camera like there's more qualified people than me that should be doing this. I'm just the idiot who decided to buy a couple cheap lights from Amazon and put a microphone on myself and start yelling at people through a screen. So any insights you have, I welcome it. But the question is, are you getting the compendium? Anyway, let's see. Lee, you said, I think it's up to everyone. Yeah. And you see Trigger Happy say, seems that there are different views from different collectors. Someone's good no matter what the cartoon was. Others, like myself, I just want the cartoon in my hand. Valid. So if you want the cartoon in your hand, though, do you ever dip into third party? Because that would be more. Are you saying like cartoon in your hand as good as mainline can do? Because that's a whole other rabbit hole to go down, right? Because if you really want like the best version of, say, Hook here, then like the most animation accurate, then you need to look at some like X Transbots or something like that. And then fools are 3 Huskies for just this one little homie here. So, but yeah, also like what I'm moving into with this collecting sphere is like we all have our different reasons for collecting things, and I just want to like get what I like what I want to get what I like and what I think feels good, but then at the same time, there's a fear of missing something. Like, what if I don't pick up this pack and then later this guy ends up being like $300 because there's only one other version of this and it's stupid expensive. So I can't let that happen again. So it's this weird place they kind of have us in, you know? So, see, Lucas, you say, as long as it doesn't crumble in your hands, you like it. So, Lucas, what you're saying is you're not going to buy you're not going to be purchasing an inbox original Black Zarek then, because that's the risk you run. You could open it up and it crumble. Hello, Autobot 7177. Thanks for popping in here. It's yeah, you were here last week, right? Or week before, one of those past 2 weeks. So, and yep, Transformers 102. That class is in the spring. Hey, I might do it, man. I might get on here on streams and just start going through the comic. I mean, one by one. Why not? It's you know, if people want to respond, I'll do it like a grade school teacher where I read a page and I hold up the pictures, you know, or like I did the thing where you look at it like this and you're like, you know, why not? Because, you know, a lot of people haven't been exposed to that. I bet on that compendium, I bet hard. I wanted to go in for both of those. Like if I could have, and actually, I mean, I could have, but that's lunacy to get the Autobot and the Decepticon and put them together. But I thought that was like, that would have been cool to do that. But like something about having the collection together, that's super sick. I like to do that with the rest of the books too. Because my knowledge on the IDW continuity and all the Align, all that stuff, I don't know anything. So Autobot, you think we'll get a version of Soundwave redecoded, retooled from 86 Soundwave? The Yellow Eye Soundwave. Autobot, yes, 100%. Hasbro does not make a mold that they don't do. At least they're going to do 3 versions out of it. Ideally, they want to get 4 uses out of each mold. So, case in point, we got Prime right here. So we have the original recipe. We've got oh no, there went Black Arachnia. Oh no, there went his head. We've got the original. We've got the first redeco. We've got the second redeco. So now the question is, when do we get the third redeco? Which is honestly probably this. If I had to guess, they're going to do something like this. They would be dumb if they didn't, even though third parties are already doing it and doing it again and again and again. But I would almost bet that we'll get one of these. But if not, there's 3 versions of this. So all that being said, yeah, I bet we're going to get another version of the Soundwave. How they're going to do them? So that Studio Series is the one we're getting. We haven't had a Sound Blaster since the redeco from. Actually, we have not had a Sound Blaster at all in the tape deck mode. We've just had the Sound Blaster in the ship mode from the Siege era. So there's the possibility of that Sound Blaster. And then I can see them doing an animation accurate, so more of a purpley kind of, or comic deco. So more of a purpley color or something like that. And release it in that comic series. So we'll get at least 2 more. Hasbro's not gonna release that mold only one time, especially as one of the core characters. Like Soundwave is one of like the main, is one of the main bots that people know of. So Optimus, Megatron, Starscream, Devastator, Grimlock, Soundwave. Who else we got in here? We'll throw in here. There's 6. There's like one more. That's the main bread and butter. I'm missing. Yeah, I'm missing it all. But any characters like that, they're going to do again and again and again. There will be an Optimus Prime in every single line you get because he'll sell. So Soundwave is another one of those popular characters. God, I'm losing my voice again. They'll do something else with him. So, see, Trigger Happy, let's go. What are you saying? Let's go to Trigger Happy. See, Lee, if I could buy a third-party Devastator, it'll be the Dreamstar Toys Devastator. Have you seen the what was his name? Toy World Devastator. That one's amazing. Also, if you want an affordable one, Jin Bao. It's not animation accurate, but it's a good Devastator. And Autobot, tell that to Earthrise Soundwave. Can't believe that there was no Sound Blaster. Yeah, I know. That is actually very surprising. Autobot, that there was not a Sound Blaster. But there are some unique circumstances with that Soundwave. So that Soundwave mold was a Walmart exclusive mold. And when you get into exclusivity, you get a lot of fuzzy lines. So that's why we didn't get Nacelle painted properly, because he was locked behind the Target paywall of that thrust mold. And now there's a re-release of it, which I guarantee there's going to be a Nacelle at some point, like a properly like colored, correct mold of Nacelle. But so I guarantee there's some like weird statute limitations with that guy. It's kind of so I can see how they could really do the dramatic capture series, because that's Takara Tomy, and then that is in Japan, which is just like them saying they're not going to release Devastator altogether, but they did that in China. So maybe that's the loophole they jumped through with that with Target. And then you get over on the other side of how they did that in Legacy. Maybe the Walmart exclusivity finally expired, so they did that again, but the new people would jump on that because they were already working on, already had done 86 Soundwave that new people are going to get. They're going for the double sell. They're freaking scum, to be honest. But they didn't do a Sound Blaster then because why do one? Because now we got Soundwave coming out, and now he's not going to be exclusive. So now we can do all these other things, right? So, let's see. I'll look on the chat here. Lucas, you said if I could get any third party, I'd get the new Planet IDW Star Saber. Planet IDW Star Saber. I have not seen that one. I'll have to look that up. Like Star Saber as in like the sword, or Star Saber as in like that guy. Wait, you can't see him. Star Saber isn't that guy. Or that's Victory Saber, but same difference. So I need a God Bomber for him. God, I can't afford that. If anyone wants to give me money to get a God Bomber, I'll review it. Let's see. Autobot, you say, and no Earthrise Nemesis either. That was wild, and that one did shock me. That this is the only Nemesis we got out of that, which was also an exclusive. It was also exclusive. It's crazy. But yeah, it's crazy that they didn't do a Nemesis of the Earthrise. I am all in for a Nemesis of the Earthrise mold. I've said on here several times that 86 Prime is great. Objectively, he's great, but like probably my favorite Optimus Prime mold is the Earthrise mold. I really enjoy that mold so much. Aside from the butt wheels, I think it's great. And so a Nemesis in that would be chef's kiss. And maybe I'll get one of those and paint my own Nemesis version of it. I love that. I love that mold. Actually, I saw they did an oversized version of it. Now I was trying to look for it the other day and I forgot about it. I'm going to have to pursue that again. If anyone knows what I'm talking about and anyone knows where to find that, I would greatly appreciate it, because I would love to have like a large version of Nemesis. God, come on, get you. All right, stop it. Shatterglass Optimus. Also, I need to get the Shatterglass version of that Optimus mold. So, let's see. Autobot. Yeah, and Soundwave was a total bait. Yeah, switch. So, to be honest, I think I like the Earthrise, at least from the look of them. I haven't handled them, of course, but I like the look of the Earthrise Laserbeak mold better than the other one. So, I mean, it may be worth it for that. I don't know. Maybe I should get rid of all that junk because I've got the 86 coming. Because now that Soundwave, I got it. I never open it, and it's just sitting in the closet, just chilling. So, yeah. And as far as the character star, I'll have to look at that. I didn't see that, Lucas, but I did see that they're doing some Furai kits of. No, I'm sorry. They weren't doing a Starship. They're doing Furai kits of Diatlas. Sorry, different aside there. Trigger happy. I do have Legacy Commander Class Magmatron. Maybe we should. We got to get to this Optimus here. Oh, dang it. Before I pull that out, I got to give some love to this because I've never done a review of this kit. And as great as this is, man, this thing is freaking sick. Like, everything this does and the attitude this pulls to this mold is worth it. You get twin missile pods on the back. You get this sick giant gun. This actually folds out to be top of the top of the truck mode. You get the sword and everything. Same thing. Opening has all the same articulation stuff. Like, man, this is great. And I've actually pre-ordered the second version of this. It's actually the color coloreds, which means I'm going to have to get another one of these to put that on that and have them together. But I highly recommend this. If you don't do this, then I would say do this. This thing's great. No, there with the Magnus Hammer. So, sorry, that was a weird aside. I got to go pull this Magmatron here real quick. Catch a comment, and then oh God, falling down here. All right, so Lucas, you said Planet X IDW Star Saber. I will have to go check that out. And then Autobot, you said, I definitely think the Earthrise Laserbeak is better than 86. It's a total downgrade. Laserbeak and Ravage. Yeah, we need a better Ravage mold. The one with 86, maybe it'll be okay. It looks like it's a massive retool of Steeljaw, or they definitely pulled engineering cues from it. And Steeljaw is like one of the worst. Like, actually, I don't know. I don't want to say that. I was going to say Steeljaw might be the worst cassette, but I don't like Steeljaw. I just don't like them. There's just something about them that's just not good to me. All right, go back to Trigger Happy asking about this guy. Yeah, I have him. Dude, let me tell you, I had this guy as a kid. If I'm not mistaken, he was a Target exclusive back in the day. Also, I got to get his file out, but I don't need it. Anyhow, and I had a buddy who got him somehow, and I bought him from my buddy, and then he went and got another one. He reminded me of that after the fact, and so I have the original version of this guy somewhere. He is leaps and bounds above and better. Talk about a figure that came out is excellent, or that I feel is excellent. That just got totally overshadowed and like swept up in the like 40th anniversary of everything. I feel the 40th anniversary year, like so much stuff just got like swept up in like there was just everything coming at you all the time. And this is one of those. He's definitely clunky and stuff, but like he's also very dusty. But I mean, he pays the original figure a lot of homage, but he stays together way better. The only like real bad part I think about him is I don't like the hips here. I wish these could have been managed better. But yeah, sure happy. I love this guy a lot. Again, the only other bad thing is like he sits over here on my shelf of misfit toys, as I like to call them, because it's the shelf of stuff that kind of has nowhere to really slot in. So there's Armada, Red Alert, who's also a great figure. Like that figure a lot. He's just over there because he don't fit anywhere. Rescue Bots, Heatwave. Again, good bot mode, not great truck mode. Where else is he supposed to go? Sideways is over there. Nowhere to go. All the Armada guys. I mean, that is where Tidal Wave, Megatron, Wheeljack, Starscream are. Where else they're supposed to go? It's definitely where Skybot's going, because where's he supposed to be? Leo Prime. Where's he supposed to go? Metroplex, the Cybertron version. Like, so this guy lives over on the island of Misfit Toys. So let's see. Siege Ravage. You didn't like little doggy man Ravage? I mean, I agree. The new one's way better. It's interesting though, because like this actually takes a lot of cues from the Masterpiece version. Like a lot of the way that it folds up is really similar to the way that the Masterpiece does. Where it falls apart is the head. Well, and also they made the legs super spindly because budget, but I agree. He's not great. I liked the Netflix head of this mold better because it was bearing the teeth. So I do wish we'd have got that again. Oh. All right, let me see here. We got. Oh, so you just ordered this? I didn't even know this was still available, man. That's super cool. Again, not just to sound like a broken record beating a dead horse, but got it on sale. Got it for like 75. I got my Ultra Magnus for 75 too. Just weirdly. So yeah, he does fight Big Convoy. And Big Convoy seems small to me. Like I haven't thrown out the pre-order on him yet, and I'm going to pause back on so I'll go into like a little bit of my theory here. Like I definitely get Titans, Commanders, and Leaders because they are things that normally Commanders aren't stocked on shelves. Titans are definitely not stocked on shelves. And Leaders, there's fewer of them in a box, so there's less chance to get them. So I try to always get the Titan, Commanders, and the Leaders. But the way things are going now, I'm like, man, do I just need to wait for Big Convoy? So I'm looking down here because I have this guy. So I have the Bloody Tusk version, and like the demon's gonna be smaller than this. But man, what a figure! If this guy had better tolerances, like if he could hold this, I may not even need a new one. To be honest, this is a great figure. And talk about like something for back in the day, like it. So he wasn't the first Prime with a Matrix in his chest. I think that was Armada Optimus that showed it in his chest, but he might have been the first one with a removable one. And yeah, so I mean, I don't know if I had the original one. I may not even spring for the new one, but I'll probably end up getting it at some point. So. I don't know what you say. Too bad they can't just downscale MP Ravage. The fact that G1 Ravage looks better than Siege Earthrise is just, yeah. Those parts on the MP Ravage are pretty small. It's to get something like this small. Like. I don't know, that would take a lot because the shoulders are already pretty small. So coming down on that, I'm guaranteed there's something to do with tolerances and joints and how you're going to build that together, and then the cost of it all. I'm not trying to make excuses for Hasbro. They could do whatever if they really put their mind to it. But yeah, this wasn't the best. I will say this was one of the things that got me back into collecting Transformers because I bought the 2-pack of Laserbeak and Ravage, and I was like, kind of back in. So, one of the first ones, but those definitely like fed along into this. So we'll put Magmatron back up real quick. Be right back. Oh, all right. It's fixed here. All right. All right. So I don't know what you say. You enjoy getting Transformers all your life, but you really started collecting Generations Studio Series here in 2021. I kicked back in around 20. I toyed with the idea in 2016, 17, 18. And then 2019 is when I got Optimus. So I was in Walmart. It was the 35th anniversary then, I guess. So it would have been 2020. Would have been 20? Might have been 2020 then. But I guess they released them before 2020. So I got cell shaded Optimus because I thought he was like super cool. I was like, okay, I'm buying this thing. And then a buddy of mine gave my oldest the Siege Ironhide. And then I got Sound Blaster because he could hold tapes. And then I got Laserbeak and Ravage. And then it just started kind of tumbling slowly from there. I can't even remember. I went to a Walmart and they had Siege Jetfire on clearance. And I was texting my buddy, I was like, hey, you need this? He's like, yeah. And so like through getting stuff for my friend, it got me back in it because I started looking for stuff for him. So then I got like, oh, here's Run Amok. And then, oh, here's Thrust. And then there's like then it just started snowballing. Then I started getting stuff, and then slowly got the cell shaded Megatron, and then it just kept going and kept going from there until everything that's I've got going on now. So I like that. Crippling plastic addiction, CPA. Yes. It's called plastic crack. It is what it is. Definitely, I'm getting better now, but I was definitely like, if I would go by a Walmart and I was like, I need to go in there and see what they have. But now it's kind of like, well, they're probably not going to have anything different, especially now. I think since waves are now only 3 times a year instead of 4 times a year, it's made it a little bit easier to manage. But then there's always like that, oh, can I get a deal? Can I get a deal? You know, so that's what gets me. The possibility of missing a deal is what like trips me up. So, and we're back to the Nemesis. So again, I wish the teal was slightly different. It's like a little too saturated, I think, is what it is. But it has a nice metallic sheen to it that I really like. Same old axe that we got before, only this time it's red, clear, and it's painted with some really thick, glossy paint that I'm not really a fan of. I don't have the other guys' axes around me close to really compare, but the thickness of it kind of makes it feel a little bit unnatural in a way. So, yeah, like I said, like his head makes him look like he has a linebacker helmet on. And to me, again, like to go back to this, like what it also makes me think is like they've got this that could happen because they've got this battle mask already on him. Like it's there, so I feel that could happen. Again, like I feel like his tolerances are tighter. I like the little hit of red, like instead of just being black, going from red, teal, red again. Like the color breakup on this guy's excellent. It would have been nice. Like, does anyone else have stuff on their shins? God, God, you're so loose. Why are you so loose? Like maybe a little something on the shins would be nice, but we got a nice little pop of red down here. And at least we got like a painted midsection and something. But it's just kind of like regular pants. So we'll pop them into robot mode. I'm sorry, alt mode. Catch a couple comments. Lee, you say very nice. Yeah, he is pretty nice. Lee, you going to pick these guys up? So, Autobot, you say you want to ask the design team what was up with a ton of figures from 2021 having ridiculously loose hips, going out to the side, Sludge Perceptor Legacy Blaster. Yeah. 2020 is the answer. 2020 QC. Running less people in the factory for more time or pushing more product through during a pandemic. I'm guessing is what the QC was. Same thing with all of the super yellowing white plastic from that era. Lack of quality control. There was a real big problem with yellowing during that era. And it was because it takes time for that stuff to get out and then to be addressed. And lack of the extra people there, stuff's going to fall through the crack because there's less people working because of the virus that was happening. So that would be my guess. As far as Sludge, mine had looseness. I opened them up and I just like I shoved paper in his joints to make them tighter, and it works. So the question is, I wonder if the new Sludge, how that's going to work out. A better question than that is, how do you make a HasLab of Omega Prime and send that out with an engineering mishap that causes the entire chest to crack. I have him sitting in the box right over here, and a buddy of mine got it for me. So I have no way to file a complaint or lodge anything with Hasbro. So I don't know if I will ever open it because I am deathly terrified that that thing is going to crack if I move it. So that kind of sucks. But I'm hoping Lyocaizer will be better because I'm stoked on that thing. I'm super excited about Lyocaizer. Yeah, man, I haven't done this transformation in a while. There's always something weird about the wheels here that I always kind of mess up there. Chest, something. They don't flip under. What do they do here? Oh, they fix the tolerance on the waist. That's nice because my original one will just like pop right off. So. Oh, no, yeah, because that's an independent joint that spins around. Yeah, nope, there it goes. Yeah, knew it happened. Good old mushroom pegs. And then it tilts in, and these fold up. Yeah, I couldn't remember that. So, let's see. I want to ask this on you got a 86 blaster. Yeah. And let's see, Lee said there's extra small rubber pads to yeah, there's ways you can fix it. It's not that bad. So yeah, Joey, go on with your story about Hasbro customer service. Then I have one as well. While I am remembering how to do this transformation that I haven't done in a while. Oh yeah. Nope. Crap. Man, I love transforming things that I haven't done in a while. So if you've been around for a while, you've heard me say this, but I don't use instructions when I do my transformations because part of the reason I love these things is I love the puzzle aspect to it. So I love getting a new transformer and trying to figure out the engineering of it. Even when I was younger, and me and the mysterious benefactor of the channel would get stuff. He would get things, and I'd be like, "Oh, do you know it does this?" And he'd be like, "No," because this was back before. I mean, we didn't know where forums were and to look for things, and we didn't know where to. There were no instructions that we got with some of the stuff we acquired back in the day. So I'm like, "Oh yeah, check out this cool feature that this toy has." So it's I think it is one of the, I don't want to say it's like a superpower, but it's one of the ADHD superpowers. It's like fidgeting. And then once you do this kind of stuff a lot, then you're like, oh, I bet it does something like this. So you kind of like internalize these little micro lessons. Yeah, it's fun. Come on, tab in. Anyhow, catch a comment here. Joe, you said one of your first tips last year when you started collecting was Blitzwing. Complained to Hasbro that one leg was loose. They sent me a replacement, which was not Blitzwing. It was, wait, what Transmetal? Transmetal Megatron? But yeah, so I have a better, not a better story, like better than your story, but I have a better result from a story than that. But yes, Hasbro's gotten really bad about just sending you a random thing instead of the thing that you want. Hoping people will be happy that they just got a free thing, that they have two things for the price of what one thing was, which is honestly kind of shitty, So yeah, I'm sorry that you had to deal with that, but yeah, that's a common thing, unfortunately. Autobot, you say your 86 QC was so bad, his hands locked in his arms. Let's see. Had to prime out. His chest won't tab together. The pterosaur head paint is super thick and comes off easy. you know, depending on where you purchased it from, I'd have just taken it back and been like, yo, this thing's tearing up. And, you know, if that had another one on the shelf, I'd just been like, you know, I don't even want my money back. I just give me the thing that I want. I have no qualms. Like, I have no pride about returning stuff. I return stuff all the dadgum time. I'm like, nope, don't like it. Nope, was crap. Nope, broke. I returned a Toxitron because the axe broke. I'm like, yeah, this thing broke. Then I could never find it again. They didn't have another one on the shelf. I couldn't find it again, so I had to wait and buy another one later. But you know, you can always get something that you need. So, yeah. So yeah, this is the Transmetal Megatron. So they sent what they consider was comparable. Oh, nice. Yeah. So did they end up sending you another Blitzwing? Grimlock. Oh man, I wish, like, I want that Grimlock. That was a good, you know, a good workaround at least. But yeah, it's still unfortunate that they don't send you the thing. Like, and also, how can you be out of that? Like, the world was lousy with that Blitzwing. They released that Blitzwing 3 times. Like, everywhere was lousy with that stinking Blitzwing. Like, how could they not send you what you needed? It worked out for you. Fortunately, I'm glad that you griped, and that's what it's going to take is just like complaining. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, with BBTS, like, once it goes out, like, you're out. And honestly, I do, like, I've got do Pile of Loot on there, and you're supposed to be able to, like, cancel and get a refund within 7 days. And the last time I did that, they just credited it to my account. So yeah, that was unfortunate. But yeah, I want that comic Grimlock. I think it looks cool. Actually, I really wanted to go all in for that comic set. I really want to get Zeron and Emmerich, because again, first appearances. And I skipped on it, and now it's sold out. So now I'm going to have to eBay it. It's kind of like, I mean, they're pretty comparable to their normal prices, but sorry, I think I finally got this to where it goes. Been fidgeting around with this for a minute. I never liked the way that the legs went on the back of this. And weirdly, in this black mold, it should look more slimmed down, but it looks worse. I wonder if we can just pop them out to the side. No, that makes them look bigger. Gives them big old clown shoes on the side if we do that. So that don't work. Yeah, I wish there was a better way to manage this. Honestly, you know what? I never realized that those things actually peg into there. They don't just flop on. But yeah, getting the back end into its correct conversion seemed a little bit wibbly because this plastic is soft. It's very flexy, and it doesn't seem like to want to go there. Of course, I don't have a siren on this in the box. I didn't get that out. But let's see. So there's our alt mode. And, you know, I got to say, I think normally a black truck looks better, but I don't think it works for this one. I just don't think it works for this one. I love the silver paint on the rims here. The others don't have that. There's no paint on him, nor him. So, I mean, that's nice, but I just don't think the truck works as well. Also, I've always hated the way his axe just kind of flobs on the back of him here. I wish they could have done better, something better than that. But there he is in truck mode. There he is. Maybe I should put this armor on him. We'll see what it looks like. So, catch some comments here real quick. Lucas, you say, all right, Lucas. Thank you again for stopping by. For real. We got a whole year to talk about it, but TFCon, it's going to happen. Joey said, you never got a Blitzwing. Let's see. Yeah, that Megatron is pretty good. I like him. I have him down there. But if you don't care nothing about that character, then it's like, yeah. I mean, the reason I have them is I have the original, and then I have the Cryotech version as well. So, I mean, I think we're getting a Cryotech next year. So, blue version of the dragon, blue dragon. So, you know, and let's see what else we got here. Autobot, you said you got your 86 Magnus at BotCon, sealed, but the back of his head was cracked a little out of the box. Classic Hasbro put in clear plastic and a ball joint. Yeah, unfortunately. Which BotCon did you go to? Autobot? Trying to think when Magnus came out. It would have been Prime Magma. So I guess you went to one of the New Jersey BotCons the past couple of years. Oh, Corey, you're still here. Glad you're still here, there, friend. Your real name is Ian the Lone Wolf. So, Fort Wayne the year after that for 150 for Magnus. Whoo, dang, man, that stinks. Sorry about that. I think we lost our Australian friend there in the chat. He was popping off here for a while, but now he's not here. So, yeah, there we got our nemesis. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it carries like, and now that, think about it, I don't think that this like mold in general carries the same feel of the original one. Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I feel like this maybe is like smushed in more. Corey, you're still here. Dang, and Magnus was $250 at the time, and they released him. So, playing Borderlands. That's a game I've never played. This and Core asked what I am drinking out of my Optimus Prime glass here. This is a beverage that our Australian friend there probably does not drink because it is what Americans think that Australian beers are. So, yeah, don't you just hate it? Like, it's great that they get those reissues out there, but then it's just like, man. So now it makes it hard to like what, like, again, as a collector, like, what do we do? Like, do we wait? Like, if we miss something, then do we wait, or do we have to get it? And that's where I'm like, if I can't get it for close to what the original MSRP was, then I just like skip on it. I think I looked back and I did pay. I paid probably average 50 more per Titan when I look at it, because some higher, some lower. I probably paid $50 more per Titan than than the re-releases did, like gave it out to be. But I guess I was okay with that. I also have Metroplex. They haven't re-released it yet. The Fort Max I gave too much for. But my Fort Max, oh man, I don't think I have it in there. Come here. Do I got it? There we go. I gave too much for my Fort Max, but my Fort Max is not the American version. It is the Japanese version. And that gets me. Like, I love that. If I can get it to do it. There we go. Da 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 da. I mean, come on, like that. Master Sword. So I can say head on. There it is, head on. So give way too much for this at a local toy shop. I traded in a bunch of stuff and then I gave some money for it. But like just that, like that, just because of that, that made me happy. Also, did I put the upgrade kit on him? I did put the upgrade kit on him. Well, I put the upgrade kit on the headmaster, but not the rest of it. But yeah, it's freaking yelling at me over here. But yeah, so now it's like, dude, just wait for re-releases of stuff. What do we do? It's all right, let me catch up here. So Corey, no, it's not VB. It is it's Faustus. So it's because it's cheap over here. Yeah, and the Power of the Prime Predaking, I'm passing on it too, I think. I'm very tempted, but we're going to get another one of those probably in the next few years. And if not, there are third-party options. I'll just get a knockoff version. Also, the fact that they're re-releasing that is going to devalue that thing. It's going to bring it back down. So if you were up, now they're getting a whole new way above them. It's going to sink that price back down. So now I'm not worried about getting it, So let's see what we got to call it. Let's see. Predaking, Brother got you into Borderlands. Yeah, it's the only video game I play on a semi-regular basis is Halo Infinite, and I play it just like not co-op, just like matches online or whatever. I was a big Halo fan. I waited in line to get the original Xbox with Halo, and that was kind of like a new thing to do. Then it became like the thing to do, and then I had the Halo Edition Xbox, the first green one. So yeah, that's the only game that I play. So I'm kind of like out of it. Like my son plays Helldivers. He's really into that stuff, which to me kind of looks like Halo, but let's see. Well, thank you, Core. I appreciate the support, man. Core, you say for the Japanese Power Rangers morphers instead because they're more show accurate. Yeah, and I don't know. There's just something about it. Like it has a different energy. Also, the dubs, watching that old dubs is terrible compared to the subtitles. So, Lee, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna reissue Fortress. They're gonna make a new version of Fortress. I would almost bet. See, so I'm not. Corey, I don't know what a VB is. That's a new one on me. So, and I've never played Uncharted, nor have I ever played Mobile Legends. Look, I'm an old dude. My gaming ended years ago, if you can even call it that. I would stay up and I think at one point, I played Knights of the Old Republic for 16 hours straight when I was towards the end of the game to beat it. And that was like a 60-hour game or something. And it was, the rest of it would just consisted of playing Halo 2 online multiplayer with my friends till 2 a.m. and then going to Crystal's, getting Crystal's burgers, and then somehow making it to college classes. And then after that, I got really, really into Ninja Gaiden Black, which I recently watched a video about the hardest games on each console, and Ninja Gaiden Black ranked among that. So if you've never played Ninja Gaiden Black, Master Ninja Mode, everyone's about Dark Souls and stuff, go do that and see how you feel. It is a punishing game. And then really after that, I didn't really get into any games that I can think of. I played the first Transformers War for Cybertron game. I really got into DJ Hero because it was fun to me for some reason, the remixes, but so Anyhow, let's see. Battlefront. I never got into the Battlefront games. I played a little bit of them, but they're kind of clunky. I think to me, maybe. Lee, don't be sorry, man. It's what time is it? Oh yeah, it's 11 o'clock where you are. So appreciate you hanging out as long as you did. We will talk to you real soon because we always do. So, and what is a Dota version core? I'm not familiar. And which game are we talking about here? So, tell me that. I'm going to pop him back into his robot mode. Have him sitting out, and my son will come in tomorrow and be like, "Ooh, what's that? Can we play with him?" Before he went to bed tonight, we had Metroplex down with a bunch of Blokies and a bunch of Titan Masters, and he was taking various robots and smashing them together, and so that they were fusing to make other ones. So then he would fuse some of them, make a bigger robot, and then fuse them, and make another big robot. So, let's see. Autobot, thank you for stopping by. Drop by next Monday. Like usual, we're kind of making a habit of this. Also, like I said, if you want to, you can check out the Patreon. We're going to try to get some stuff going over there. And if you feel so inclined, if not, just keep showing up. Doesn't matter. Some people said they wanted to donate, so I thought I'd throw something up. But appreciate you dropping by, and we will see you next Monday. See what I did there? I said, hope to see you. I said, we will see you next Monday. So, Trigger Happy, you guys saying, you say you didn't play a lot of video games, but Guitar Hero and Rock Band ruled. Yeah. Oh, yeah. In college, Guitar Hero and Rock Band were the thing. That's what even like the normies would play when we had parties at our house and stuff. So, those were, musts. Those were fun. And then DJ Hero came after that. And it's a little more niche, but it was real fun, like playing those weird mixes of songs they came up with in DJ Hero. Like there was a bunch of like David Guetta songs and like Eminem songs, Rihanna songs, and just like all kinds of stuff. I also really got into the Dance Central games. I am not a dancer. I don't like it's awkward, but for some reason I really enjoyed those games a lot. You played it with the iToy or whatever it was called on the Xbox, and it was pretty fun. So Dance Central, yeah, I still have Dance Central 1 and 2. So Mobile Legends. No, I have never played Mobile Legends. I've actually dumbified my phone, so I don't even have like Instagram on my phone. I have YouTube because it just makes it more convenient for doing like videos and stuff. But I wish I could show you guys a picture of my phone. I legitimately made all of my app icons a list instead of an actual icon because the stimulation was really screwing with me. And this past summer, I lost my phone at the beach at a campground we were at actually, and it was missing for 4 days. And I was like, "This is very peaceful." So I got home and I was like, "Well, I still got to have a phone for work and stuff." And then I tracked it, and it was actually still there. So I ended up actually driving back down there and finding it at the playground on the beach. But on ever since then, I have dumbified my phone as much as I can. So I thought about putting Instagram back on there, but I think I'm going to stick with some other methods and things. So yeah, I think he's okay. What do y'all think? You think he's all right? So see what we got here. And I thought about putting the this armor on him, but I think this green's going to clash with him. Let's see what we got here. Oh wow, that man got on there tight. Oh crap! Any of the rest of you guys have any DNA kits? Do any upgrades or anything like that? God, I will say that the tolerances on this this version I feel are better than the previous versions. Yeah, the green kind of clashes. Clashes a lot, actually. Oh yeah, I forgot that it came with that. The Monomaster came with a different back here, so let's see. Yeah, I will say, Trigger Happy Man, the DNA kits, some of them are pretty good, man. But some of the older ones are hard to get. Like, I really would love to have the Metroplex kit, but that is not in the works. The thing is like crazy pricey now. You just can't get it. Flip this down here. Let's see. We said I lost my phone at the beach core because I was so there was a playground at the campground we were staying at, and my youngest and some other kids were on a merry-go-round, and they were they wanted me to push them, so I pushed them, and I was spinning around on it, and my phone fell out of my pocket, and I didn't realize it until hours and hours and hours and hours later. And then I went back to try to find it, and I couldn't find it. But then I got home, and I figured out I could track it, and because I have an Android instead of an iPhone, then I was like, oh wait, I can track this through my Gmail, and so I tracked it, and I found it luckily. So, which is great because I just found, or I just got this phone. So, and yeah, Trigger Happy. Some of the upgrades, man, they're pretty nice to have. To do some fun things. Like, it definitely makes this figure something completely different. Which the green doesn't really match the teal that well. But pretty cool. It's actually pretty amazing that they even matched the color of on the original figure. They matched the plastic of the wheels to the original one. Like, man, DNA does a great job. I'm telling you, DNA does a great job. So let's see. Yeah, so well, see, Trigger Happy, you just need to get that 4 foot tall Metroplex, right? Now, crazy story with that Metroplex again. Like, all of my stuff with everything is I've gotten some kind of good deal on it. So I mean, that Metroplex was, I know I didn't pay $300. I honestly can't remember how much I paid, but I know it wasn't that, because that's usually what, you know, he kind of goes for. He's like a lot. So, yeah. So I guess you got in. So you came in after like Thrilling 30 then, and see, I came in well after that. So like last year was my year, like 2024 is my year of like Titan back collecting. When I got all the Titans, and then they re-released all the Titans again. I got Scorponok, and then like 3 months later they released him, and then Omega Supreme, and same thing there, and Metroplex, and Fort Max and Trypticon. Like, literally re-released everyone. But you know, it is what it is. So, all right, give him his Golly, that is way tighter than it was. Probably because it was super loose on the original one. All right, let's put homie back together here. So you literally started in with Combiner Wars. That was in the era that I was like starting to like think about collecting again, but I had other hobbies. So when Combiner Wars was coming around, I was really tempted by a lot of stuff because like I saw like the Headmasters and stuff was cool, like Blot and Ripper Snapper and Center Twin, like the Seacons and stuff. Those were like things I had when I was a kid, and I was like, oh man, this is really, really cool. I really want to get into this. But my hobby then was climbing. So I rocked climb all the time. That's what I did. And didn't really have room for a collection either. So it's just not what I went into. But I was still, every time I went into Walmart, I would go in the toy aisle and look around and see what was there. I was like, oh man, this is cool. This is cool. I did buy the Odd Black Series figure then, because that's when like the Force Awakens and stuff was coming out and all that kind of junk. Oh man, where'd that go? Dang it. But, and then I bought like a few of the Prime Masters, little armor guys, because I thought they were pretty cool. And then a few of the little weapons guys, because they were on clearance for like $2. I was like, yeah, I'll buy these. And I put them in my like car glove box and never touched them. And I'll still have one of those, because then I actually ended up opening them for my oldest son before me and my wife got married, because he liked them. So, all right, let's see what we got here. We say core. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Corey. Yeah, I'm going to keep on doing my thing, and if people continue to like keep on doing my thing with me, I'll keep on doing it, because I enjoy this, and I enjoy making new friends who I'm very excited to meet in person next year. We'll have to figure out something to do for the channel or something for them, like some actual like some type of live stream. Maybe we do like a post first night of TFCon live stream or something. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. So, all right, y'all. We are in at 3 hours here on this Monday night. I know for some of y'all it is 11. It's about 10 for me, and I think that's about it. We're going to call it a night for the night. But as always, I really hope to see you guys. Oh, he fell down. I hope to see you guys next Monday. If you do feel so inclined, check out our Patreon. Link is in our biographical section, but I think it is patreon.com/ or at the Weekly Transformer, something like that. So yeah, go check us out over there. I've only got one post on there, but again, I just launched it, so there'll be more content coming as we go, and the more we can get. And other than that, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for showing up. Appreciate it as always. Be on the lookout for our further reviews. Hopefully to get the review out for this guy or this guy pretty soon. Maybe I'll throw a poll up to see who we want to review first. Until then, y'all have a wonderful night. God bless y'all.